welcome back. We've moved, and yeah, that's the Rhine, and we are camping in Cologne. We arrived last night in pouring rain, and yeah, we didn't film anything. We literally just hunkered down for the night. The rain was, yes, it was bouncing a little bit, but today the weather forecast is an awful lot better. And yes, I have spent most of the morning just watching ships going backwards and forwards here, but we'll be going off into Cologne later.
That's just one of the very, very many that come up and across. And then this path, where the joggers just went in front of you, takes you almost all the way up to the lower end of the old Stadt, if you wanted to walk it, which is about an hour and 15, I think, at a reasonable pace. I wouldn't do it after it's rained. It was like the Rhine was creeping up to the campsite yesterday. Well, it's morning. Well, probably wasn't the quietest night, but everybody slept. But yes, you are under a flight path here. There is a lot of traffic coming in over the main road just over the way, which is the A4, I think. There's a lot going on up the river, and yeah, it appears that there's a bit of a nightclub spot over the river, which lots of Euro techno being pumped out to quite late. And then somebody was obviously having a late night session there as well, sort of testing things, so that went on for a little bit too. Absolutely hammered it down as well yesterday. Fortunately, we are under a tree and it's got a decent canopy, so that took the worst of it off. But the campsite this morning is absolute quagmire. There's a chap wandering around with a wheelbarrow full of stuff, trying to yeah, sort out some of the pits and welts and squelchy bits. So this morning's plan is not to go straight up into Cologne. We are actually going to get the laundry done. Boring but necessary. And then we're going to have a pootle up. Now, you can hire bikes and have them delivered to the site, or use the ones if there are any on site. And that's €14 per person plus a £50 deposit. There are, if you download the Koln City Transport app, you can see where the different scooters are. So there's a range of different companies like Voy and Lime here that you can get your scooters from. Most of those that we've seen around us have got like 3 kilometres left on the charge, so we'd have to go and swap them out about halfway. So we have decided to go and Uber it today. That's the easiest way of getting in. There are buses. Again, it's a little bit of a trek from this site because you are down a lane out of the way, and the parking in Koln is not brilliant for taking your vehicle in. Also, if you're coming into Koln, you have to have the clean air certificate as well. So we've got the Euro 5 green sticker, which means that we don't pay anything.
Hello.
Hello. How was that shower?
Scary.
They're very, very powerful showers. They put out a lot of water and a lot of noise. Unfortunately, it goes in every bloody direction apart from at your head. So if you use the showers here, which I will give them this, they are clean. The water is really hot. It's a push button, but you get plenty of time. One, make sure you've got your flip-flops when you go in there. And two, make sure you put everything up high because it's going to get wet. And so now, all I can hear, apart from the obligatory siren, is geese behind us. Yeah, you got that right. So I will do a short tour of the campsite once we get the laundry underway, because it's very nice and it's very green. So put aside the traffic noise, which is easy enough to do, and it's a really lovely site.
So it's day 6 of our European tour, going around the lowlands, Low Countries and Germany, and we've arrived in Cologne. So this is the Camping Platz Stadt Koln, and we're just going to take a quick run around and show you what's on offer here, because it's right, so behind us, obviously Rachel's showing you the Rhine, boats running up and down there all the time. Just on the far side there is the tram stop we're going to use, so we're going to have a wander over the Rhine, and we'll show you that later. So plenty of electric pickups, that's always good. So yeah, you're coming through the entrance there. First place you find is the big green container. The big green container is the reception, so you go in there, lots of tourist information in there, absolutely fantastic. Behind me is the kiosk, that's open 8 till 8. You can basically, if you need it, run emergency supplies, that kind of thing. Get beer, get wine, get sweets, what more could you want? Then we have the wash facilities. So on the right you have the D for Damen, which is the women's, and on the left you have H for hair, which is the men's. And then you have underneath the croft you have electric points for charging all your bits and pieces, plenty of sinks, there's even cooking facilities in there, and in the corner you have the laundrette, which we're currently washing our smalls in. €6, pop it in the machine lights up, very, very easy. And don't worry if you've forgotten your essential detergents and stuff, because in the kiosk you can buy the individual little pods, pop one of them in, absolutely no problem. And just behind the little bush here you have the wastewater disposal, and you've also got watering cans for you to top up your drinking water if you need it. So everything's on site, recycling over there, and yeah, it's absolutely great. And it's quite in the middle of the city itself. Obviously you can hear a bit of traffic noise, but not too bad. And if you look closely in the far side there, you can actually see the bits of the cathedral.
It's time to wish us luck. We're heading over the Rhine to the tram stop, but first of all we've got to get up these. Just a few of them. Right, now that we're all half dead from going up those steps, time to go over the bridge. You don't want to go in the Rhine. You do not want to go in the Rhine. So, campsite is just there, and then there's that path that runs up just on the outside of the campsite. And then we go over the Rhine. So the Rhine to the left of us. Traffic. And actually, that's the Rhine to the right of us, isn't it? And then traffic to the left of us. I'll get it in the right order. And as we go across, bits of the city starting to appear. From the park and ride, we caught the U17 to Platz, which brought us out by a gatehouse. And now we're going to go and find the rest of Cologne. We've trudged our way from Severnstrasse station, slightly in the wrong way at one point because somebody apparently had his map upside down, and we suggested we could just follow the signs. So now we're in the Altstadt, which is very touristy, very, very touristy, but you know, it is to be expected. But there are an awful lot of bars around here.
This is a Kolsch, this is where I want to go. One of these places.
It's Koln.
Get beers.
Kolsch.
Yeah.
We can sit at a Kolsch if you want.
Yeah, which one do you fancy?
Well, I don't know. Pick one. Pick one with Kolsch on the umbrella.
Well, this one's got quite a lot of shade. You like.
And shade. Yeah, and shade. Not made it to the Dome yet. I know I said it was a big touristy market, but it's got cafes. So it's time for refreshments. It is warm again today, which is nice. It's dry, which is even better than what it was yesterday. And so his lordship has got himself onto the Gaffel Kolsch. So that will keep him happy. Oh, half a pint. Oh, 3/4 of a pint. Yeah. And then we'll go and find the Dome. You can see it. It's that way.
So about 5 minutes walk, and yeah, we found the cathedral.
You see all the repaired bits and all the infill bits. I like that one there. He's got his, I think he's got his middle finger up. See the bits where they're still building it. Saint Engelbertus. Chilling.
We left the Don, and then it was just too busy to film, so we walked up to San Gieron Church, which is somewhere that I'd wanted to go as it's a little bit unusual.
I think we're done on the churches now. That was Get her on. Get her on. First stones of it from 541, I think, but wanted to see it because of the glasswork in it. A little bit more arty than bold religion and, you know, those colours. Something a bit different. But now we're going to the bridge that nobody can pronounce, with the padlocks all over it, and go and find some dinner. So we haven't done a huge amount of Cologne. We picked places that we wanted to go to, and just pootled to them after the last few days. Wanted something a little more sedate, although walking wise it hasn't been a little bit more sedate at all. You're choking on tapioca balls as well.
That's just what cold things do to me.
Oh. Take your shoes with you while you go round, because I'm not going to wait here. I'm going around the other side.
I know.
Actually, that is really tempting, just to go for a paddle in it. Just a little potter. And there is the Holland, I can't say it. Anyway, there's that bridge with all the padlocks and chains and things all locked along the side of it. And then this is the pleasure cruise area. I mean, some of them I think are actually full-on liners. There's Viking there, so them proper ones rather than the pleasure. But we're going to have a pootle on down, and then I think we're going to go and find an Uber, get ourselves back again. I cannot be asked to walk back across town, or multiple trams and buses, so I'm feeling lazy. So I'm going to wind up today at Mama Leone on the banks of the Rhine. Nice. Yeah, Mama Leone, and we've got a mixture of. They've gone Italian, and I've gone German with it. I've got pork loin, bacon, and no fries because the fries aren't gluten free, but you know, the rest of the family win on those ones. And everybody else has got a pasta one, and it's not a bad place to end up. The food looks nice, tastes nice, and the view's quite good.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it does, it feels really nice down on the front here. I imagine it'll get livelier later, especially at a weekend, but right now it's quite nice. So we will see you, well, it's tomorrow for us, and it'll be another week for you, and we are heading off to some grim adventures. So don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, leave a comment, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Now I know I said I left you earlier, but this is at the back of the campsite. It's a couple of minutes walk. And that there is your view right the way up to the Don and the very many bridges crossing the Rhine through Koln. It's absolutely lovely down here. And around the other side of me, the turn around, is yet another bridge. And you come over that one to get to the campsite on the quickest route. You going over the fence?
No.
Go on, give you a leg up. Ask your dad nicely, he'll pull you over.
No, I like my dignity.
You have no dignity. That's a
I have
joke.
fun.
Hello.
Join us next week for a little bit of grim, a little bit of fairy, and a little bit of twee. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ding the bell, leave a comment, all of that. And yeah, we'll see you next time.